Carbohydrates are foods that are smashed and broken down by the body into smaller building blocks called sugars. Naturally occurring sugars are found in foods like vegetables, whole fruits and grains, beans, and dairy products. Sugars are then absorbed and provide energy to the body, but most importantly, the brain. Sadly, greedy humans have taken natural foods and modified them to be tastier, more convenient, and affordable. These manufactured foods are often referred to as processed foods, which are also known as packaged food. In this video, our group will tell you more precisely about packaged food or processed foods by following our content that we have for this video, which includes definition, ingredients, effects, survey report, and solutions. Let's get started.
You know what it is? This is packaged food. Packaged food is the foods that have been prepared in advance and packaged in a way that extends their shelf life. Packaged foods including processed products like vegetable, meat, and anything else that preserve it in can, frozen, and other form like this, and they seal it and put it somewhere else, and as well as the snacks and pre-packaging food item. And you already know what is packaged food is, and my member listening will tell you about what's ingredient inside this food.
So after knowing what packaged food is, what are packaged food made from, and what are the ingredients that it uses? So there are 12 main ingredients that are usually used in packaged food. One is monosodium glutamate. Monosodium glutamate is found in a variety of processed food like frozen dinner, salty snack, and canned soup. Monosodium glutamate is a common food additive used to intensify and enhance the flavor of savory dishes. Second, artificial food coloring. Artificial food coloring is used to brighten and improve the appearance of everything from candies to condiments. The third ingredient is sodium nitrite. Sodium nitrite acts as a preservation to prevent the growth of bacteria while also adding a salty flavor and reddish pink color. 4. Ghee gum. Ghee gum is a long-chain carbohydrate used to thicken and bind foods. It's widely used in food industry and can be found in ice cream, salad dressings, sauces, and soups. The fifth ingredient is high fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup is a sweetener made from corn. It's frequently found in soda, juice, candy, breakfast cereal, and snack foods. And the sixth ingredient is artificial sweetener. Artificial sweetener are used in many diet food and beverages to enhance sweetness while reducing calorie content. 7. Carrageenan. Carrageenan is derived from red seaweed and acts as a thickener, emulsifier, and preservative in many different food products. 8th ingredient, sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate is a preservative often added to carbonate drinks and acidic food like salad dressing, pickles, fruit juice, and condiment. 9th ingredients, trans fat. Trans fat are a type of unsaturated fat that has undergone hydrogenation, which increase shelf life and improve the consistency of product. The 10th ingredients are xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is a common additive that used to thicken and stabilize many types of food, such as salad dressing, soup, syrup, and sauces. 11. Artificial flavoring. Artificial flavors are chemicals designed to mimic the taste of other ingredients. This type of ingredients are used in a variety of food and especially in so many types of packaged snack or food. The last ingredients that is usually used in packaged food are yeast extract. Yeast extract is also called autolyzed yeast extract or hydrolyzed yeast extract and is added to a certain savory food like cheese, soy sauce, salty snack to boost the flavor. So after learning about all of these ingredients, what will happen if all of these ingredients are put together? So let's move on to the next point where my teammate will explain you and provide you more information on how packaged food will affect our health and how each ingredient will have a toll on our health.
Many people nowadays consume packaged food or processed foods without knowing the effects it will have on their health. There are many potential health effects of ultra-processed foods, including 1. Increased cancer risk. A 5-year study of over 100,000 people found that every ultra-processed food consumption was associated with a 12% higher risk for cancer. 2. Too much sugar, sodium, and fat. Heavily processed foods often include unhealthy levels of added sugar, sodium, and fat. These ingredients make the food we eat taste better, but too much of them leads to serious health issues like obesity, heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes. 3. Lacking in nutritional value. Heavy processing strips many foods of their basic nutrients, which is why many foods today are fortified with fiber, vitamins, and minerals. 4. Calorie-dense and addicting. It's very easy to overindulge in unhealthy food and consume more calories than we realize. For example, an Oreo cookie contains about 50 calories, while an entire cup of green beans is only 44 calories. Packaged food like these are also designed to stimulate our brain's feel-good dopamine center, making us crave more of them in the future. 5. Quicker to digest. Packaged food or processed foods are much easier to digest than whole foods or unprocessed ones. That means our bodies burn less energy while digesting them. It is estimated that we burn half as many calories digesting processed foods compared to unprocessed foods. This fact, combined with the calorie density of processed foods in general, can make it easy to pack on the pounds. 6. Full of artificial ingredients. There are about 5,000 substances that get added into our food. Most of them have never been tested by anyone other than the company using them. That includes additives to change color, texture, flavor, and odor, as well as ingredients like preservatives and sweeteners. And those are the health effects of packaged food or processed foods that we are able to gather. Next, you will hear a survey report from another member.
So for this point, we conducted a survey by asking students from grade 3 to 6 about packaged food. From the survey, we see that about 85% of students from every class we went to raised their hand when asked if they have eaten and liked packaged food. However, from our observation, we see that almost 90% of Krou Yeung primary school students eat packaged food. On top of that, we also asked the student how often and why do they eat packaged food, and the result we got, were pretty much the same. Although some students eat it a lot, and some other only eat one for a while, they all said that they eat it because they were hungry, and also it is because it is delicious. We also have asked if they realize the negative effect of eating packaged food on their health or not, and about 83% of students we asked said they do know, while the others said they never know about it. That is all the information from our survey, and lastly, my member Yuri will represent the solution to the issues.
So what should be the solution to this issue? Even if you wanted to, it would be very difficult to remove all heavily processed food from your diet. However, there are many things you can do to reduce the amount of processed food you consume. So the first one is check the label. The longer the ingredient list, the more processed a food is. If most of the ingredients are hard to pronounce, chemical instead of actual food, it's a safe bet that food is heavily processed. The second one is shop the outside aisles at the grocery store. The center aisles of most grocery stores are full of packaged items and ready-made foods that are heavily processed. So aim to buy more food from the produce and dairy aisles. The third one is opt for minimally processed meat. Choose meat that have been minimally processed, such as seafood or chicken breast, while avoiding heavily processed meat such as sausage or cured meat like bacon. The fourth one is start slowly. It's okay to slowly replace processed food in your diet with more fresh food. In fact, it may make you more likely to stick to these changes long term. And the last point is cook more meal at home. You might not always be in control of your diet while traveling, but you're at home, so you can make your own frozen meal by cooking a larger batch and freezing the leftover or whip up your own salad dressing.
So in conclusion, after knowing what packaged food is and the side effect that it has from each ingredient that it uses on our health, we can estimate or say that a lot of students in Krou Yeung School are still eating it despite knowing the damage that it caused to their health, according to the survey that we conducted a few days ago. So in order to solve this problem, we would like to suggest that all of the students in Krou Yeung School or people who are eating packaged food to conduct or to apply our solution that we have provided before in order to help improve our health and avoid any damages to our health. It does not necessarily mean that you have to cut off packaged food all at once at a time. It just means that you can reduce eating packaged food each day or reduce the amount that you eat each day into a lesser amount or smaller amount that you usually eat. So it will help you to outgrow packaged food and one day cut it all off. We can all apply to these solutions so that in the future we will avoid any damages or effects that will cause our health to deteriorate. Thank you.